I spent another 100 days in No Man's Sky, totaling 400 days, from finding out who hacked my ship, to building this. Can I find my dream freighter in the space of No Man's Sky? Or will I forever be bound to my C-class? We are going to start the journey in the worst possible way, and finish on an all-time high. On top of all of that, finding new stupid ways to grind. But is the reward worth it? If you haven't seen the first 100, 200 or 300 days, check it out first, link in the description. Otherwise, without further ado, I spend another 100 days in No Man's Sky. Day 301. Oh, and was it the adventurous day? As I was waking up from my 3 months long nap, I remembered something. How could I forget about this? Wait, what? What is that?
What the f is that?
Nothing found? I'm not going to lie, when this showed up on my screen, I was already thinking that the planet has taken my base. But I couldn't believe it. After a couple of seconds, my base loaded in. I was relieved and checked all the rooms to assess the damage. My growing area was fine, all the other rooms were fine, and even top of the base was in the same condition as I left it. So crisis averted. Well, sort of. Oh wait, everything is broken. I was wondering where my multi-tool was. My ship seemed fine. Oh wait, this is not my primary ship. Oh no, but you know what? My main ship looks okay. Yeah, never mind, I spoke too soon. I see flames already. Oh, I remember now, the Great Reset. Everything got broken once I reset the simulation. Well, the first thing I planned after finding all the damage was to go around my farms and collect resources and repair everything. Have a guess which farm I picked first. Yes, it's the only farm that I've built with solar panels. And have a guess what time of the day it was there. Yeah. Also, do you think I brought materials to build? Yeah, about that. So I just waited for the day to come back, so I can return to my base. Great start. Eventually I collected all the resources from each of the farms and started with the repairs. With the suit, multi-tool and my ship finally functional, I was ready to begin my journey. I also first had to figure out how to play again, like opening my scanning visor, attempting to scan and opening my build menu. I also made a quick visit in my underwater base, which was also fine. And last but not least, my settlement. Oh, I didn't really miss the sentinel attacks, but hey. After saying hi to Nada and Polo in the anomaly, I spent a couple of minutes trying to figure out what Remembrance is. I took my ship to visit the nearest Atlas station, as I wasn't quite sure how to even build the Remembrance thingy, but I had a feeling it's something to do with Atlas. I warped into the nearest system with Atlas and this happened. System error? Well, that can't be good. I tried running diagnostics, but was faced with an error. Verifying system? Error? Well, great, I'm just drifting through space now. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Anybody got number for space recovery? Eventually I found a rogue process that I tried to quarantine and block, but it didn't work. I tried everything, and after some intense hacking, I finally restored my ship. I received some weird voice with some weird writing, and some coordinates. I need to find whoever is trying to hijack my ship. But first, in the Atlas station, I was given another orange orb and was off into the next adventure. I warped into the system where the hijack source was, and was ambushed with the space battle. Will I finally get my dream freighter? Stay tuned and find out. After defeating all the enemy ships, I went inside to check out the freighter, and after speaking with the captain, it was only a B-class freighter, which was still better than mine that I currently have, but it was 101 million. That's crazy expensive for just a B-class. I was contemplating to take the offer, but I made up my mind to spend some time in these 100 days to actually get my dream freighter. So I took the payment instead and was on my way to find the hacker. I followed the coordinates and ended up finding a base. Something was off, as there wasn't anyone here, so I looted all the items and found this. Basically I didn't get much information out of it, as it wasn't really capable of communicating, so I fed it some Altadium and received next coordinates. Before going to the coordinates, I hacked the terminal that was here, which in return gave me coordinates for a new ship and a A-class multi-tool. First, I rescued the 28 million ship and headed towards the coordinates into the next camp. Here I met another broken robot, which I had to insert glyphs into to repair its memory apparently. So I did exactly that. Long story short, they are electronic life form which accidentally hacked into my ship, and now we are friends. I received another free ship, a multi-tool and a scan harmonizer, which lets me decode cloaking signals. Why would you need this, huh? Anyway, after a quick ship rescue again, 23 mil, I decided to go check 3 locations that I wanted to go for a long time. The community highlight bases. These bases have been built by players and they look amazing. Like this coffee shop with live music inside. Or this insanely massive castle. I got lost like 3 times in 5 minutes. And last but not least, this refueling station. It's a floating station with 3 resources. It's a bit awkward to call your ship. For the next couple of days I completed a bunch of distress signal for the ships, explored a bunch of abandoned buildings, and lastly tried to fight the dreadnought. I had no idea what I had to do, so upon destroying some turrets they ended up escaping. I was rewarded with units at least. I tried doing missions for the anomaly because I've never tried, and I tell you what, I've been doing this shit for free for the longest time. I mean, the first mission I've done was to hack a sentinel pillar. I mean, really? I've destroyed so many of them and never thought of a questline. Anyway, a quick 20-minute battle later, well, sort of. How is this even possible? Just my luck, hey? And I ended up getting another A-class multi-tool. Eventually I got bored of doing quests and distress signals, so I turned my focus to another major issue that I have. A freighter. Now, trying to get my dream freighter could have been easily the whole episode as I spent so long trying to get it. But I'm not going to do that. If you'd like to see the whole process, let me know in the comments below and I'll make it happen. For now you'll get the short version in simple 5 steps. Step 1. How to get. I know there are only 2 ways you can get a freighter. You can either buy a random freighter in space for units, but it's usually a bad quality one. The second way is to take part in a freighter battle, where by defeating all the pirates you are offered a freighter for a price, or if it's your first time it's for free. Well, that ship has sailed for me. Also, by doing freighter battles you have a chance to get a S-class. Step 2. When and how. I'm not 100% sure, but after 3 or 4 hours of playing the game, you are going to be able to spawn the freighter battle once you warp into a system. I spent good 2-3 days trying to figure this out. Yeah, don't ask. Step 3. What class? The one thing you have to watch out for, that the system you are warping into for the freighter battle has 3 stars, which means the economy of the system is the best and you have a chance for a better freighter class. If the system has 1 or 2 stars, you have a very low chance to get decent freighter. Step 4. Find a freighter you like. Well, duh. Step 5. Have fun grinding. Because there is small chance to get a S-class you really want, you are going to have to go through a lot of space battles. Now, if you follow these simple steps, you will have a freighter in no time. Unlike me, it took me 28 hours to learn everything. What's really sad, I learned this last step a little bit too late. Step 6. Save time. What is step 6, you ask? Well, once you have answered to all the previous steps and you've been playing for more than 3 hours, and if your next warp initiates the space battle, you can make an autosave at the space station before the battle by entering and leaving your spaceship. After the save, warp into the battle. And after the battle is over, if the freighter you got offered ain't the one you want, you can reload your save and repeat the whole thing again, until BAM! S-class freighter! I went through more than 10 battles before finding this trick, so let's do the math. 10 battles, and you have to wait 3 to 4 hours each time for the battle to spawn. Around 30 hours? And the second time I've done this trick, I was finally rewarded with the S-class. My luck. Now, I did spend a lot of time upgrading and building the ship, but at that stage I had enough of my freighter adventure, so here is a short showcase of my S-class freighter. Comes with a viewing platform, a teleporter and a planetary probe. A whole growing room where I have not planted any plants yet. This button harvests all the plants that are currently planted. This harvest all button could have been so handy in the first 100 days. And last but not least, the nutrient processor. Moving on. This is the harvesting room. I don't even know why I would need this, but I've just done it for the atmosphere. Next is my technology room, equipped with all the specialists you can find, and my storage room. Let's not talk about this. And this pretty much concludes the freighter viewing. I know it looks bad, but I didn't have time to fully customize and decorate my freighter, as I've just got it. I only now realize, 300 days in, I should have started building and improving my freighter from the beginning, as there would be so much help from the freighter in the early days of my journey. Oh well. Now back to the adventure. By using the scanner I've previously received from the camp, I ended up with coordinates for another camp. It seemed like they are scattered everywhere in the systems that have dissonance detected. I headed into the camp and used my scan to uncloak the robots. I spoke to all of electronic life forms in the camp, and the camp leader proved my theory right. They are scattered everywhere in dissonant worlds. They really like purple stuff apparently. I was given some Altadium as a gift and had to consult Nada and Polo of what just happened. Obviously, I hacked the terminal in the camp and got a free ship. No questions. I headed into Anomaly and spoke to Polo. He was very excited. He was very excited. So excited he stole my suit data. Well, I sort of given it to him to learn more. He then asked me to find Echo Seed, whatever that is. So I headed into a dissonant world nearby. I then found a planet with dissonance detected and attempted to land on the planet. That wasn't very easy because I realized I'm trying to land on water. Nice, minus 92 degrees. Eventually I found some land and reached the Echo Seed. It turns out it's a big purple crystal. Holy, minus 123. Okay, time to get out of here. Eventually, after exploring a little bit, I made it back to Anomaly and back to Polo. He then asked me to use the crystal to wake up the robot he made. After a swift conversation about who he is and how to find him, I was given the polyoptic core, which is basically used to detect which is basically used to detect local settlements.
6.5 hours later.
Which is basically used to detect local autophage settlements. I just need to craft 2 items, but all my materials are in my base. Well. Now the beauty of owning a freighter. I just summoned it to me and all my materials were on the freighter as I built the storage units. I really regret not focusing on freighter in like the first 100 days. Oh well, anyway. I built a quantum computer and living glass and installed the polyoptic core onto my multi-tool. I am really running out of space here too. Back at the Anomaly, I spoke to Nada, which was rather interesting. Yeah, what do you mean progress for progress, huh? After conversation with Nada, I was given 3 tasks. First, I had to pop some Altadium into the simulator machine and scan for any related stuff in space and planetary surfaces. The second task is to expand investigation, which probably means do the other tasks first. And the third was to visit autophage sites. So I guess I know where I have to go. Camp visits. I used the scanner and found the next camp, where I landed myself my first mission. I have to make spaceship fuel? Easy. Okay, done. What's next? Wait, am I making a staff? I then warped into the next dissonant system and got myself a dreadnought fight again. Next camp and the next quest. Repair a lost autophage. Well, that sounds easy, let's go. I think it took me longer to find the lost autophage than actually repairing it. Well, that's another quest done and another part of the stuff acquired, I guess. That means new dissonant system, new camp with new quest. Oh look, these guys are chilling on chairs. Nice. Upon speaking to the questmaster, he said the stuff is something of autophage friendship. I'm not good at these, but basically after completing the last quest, we are gonna be friends. Oh, I have to build the staff first though. Let's see what I have to do. Salvage starship components? Oh boy, I'm a professional at this already. Oh, there's the ship. Oh, what? It's an A-class. It's better than my ship. You know what? I have an idea after this task. Anyway, the next task is complete. And a new blueprint unlocked. Wait, how do I make a superconductor? After looking through my already unlocked blueprints, I realized I haven't unlocked it yet. So off I went to Anomaly to check the research terminals. And here it is. I also need this salty thingy. Okay, let's go to my freighter and build this thing. I mean, my freighter comes to me. Wait, I had a superconductor in my storage? Oh well, never know when I'm gonna need a superconductor. I again used the scanner to visit the nearest camp to build my staff. I assembled the staff and showed off to the electrical beings in the camp. He couldn't believe it, I'm wielding it. I'll open hidden doors and I'll find something to do with the one Korak's warship? Wait, what? Maybe I should read properly next time. After establishing friendship with Autophage, I moved on to the next quest, which took me to a secure factory I had to break in. After peacefully opening the doors and accessing the terminal, I tried using Altadium to see its effect on the computer. But I guess it wasn't successful, so I had to take it elsewhere. And after successfully evading the sentinels, I went into the space station to access the CPU, as there were units detected in the station core. But same problem, it didn't work. and somehow my ship had to be tested next. So I hopped into my cockpit and used the Altitanium. The process gave me a location, which took me to this thing. It was sort of a diary of something, and it ended with this. Well, I sort of ended it, but hey. My new task was to find a hidden gateway, which took me to a portal. Upon revealing Altitanium, showing my staff and shouting Atlas, the portal opened. Well, what could go wrong? Oh great, I'm in space again. One conversation later with the Atlas, where I'm still not sure what was said, but I think Alpha Age was creation of Atlas that was once forgotten or lost. No? Well, it was done and I found myself far away from my ship. Yay! 2 jumps later and I was at the anomaly talking to Nada again. After giving the Altitanium to Nada, I made the memory and the questline was over. I decided to speedrun the next couple of Atlas stations where I could receive an upgrade for the orb I've been holding onto since the beginning, until I reached this last interface with some weird rocks. I didn't know what to do until I checked out the red light and started activating everything. Heart of Sun required, but it's in my ship. Oh, don't tell me I'm too far away. Be right back. And after putting the Heart of Sun inside the terminal, I could birth a star? I could birth a new star? How exciting! What could go wrong? And just like that I created a star. I ended up going through a black hole to check my new star, but somehow I got lost and ended up going through about 20 black holes. It took me a while to realize it's just an endless circle. Anyway, as the end was slowly creeping in, 400 days mark was around the corner, I decided to do one small little thing. Well, I lied. This is probably the longest segment of the playthrough, but hey, I love grinding. As throughout these 100 days, I managed to land myself a S-class freighter. It was only fair for my ship to be S-class, no? I know what you're thinking. You traded your old ship or bought a nice new S-class ship. Well, no. Now, let's start at the beginning. As I already had 16k nanites for the first upgrade, all I had to do is sell some modules and bam, ship class upgraded. Now the S-class upgrade is 50k. I had 1k. So only 49k to go. Great. But here is my master plan. At each of the station you can buy a thing called emergency distress signal. But each time you buy it at the station, it goes up in price. So you have to go to a lot of space stations. If you don't know what emergency distress signal is, it basically lets you discover derelict freighters that you can explore and loot. Basically, I'm gonna need a lot of them. Now each run you get about 1300 nanites, items that can be refined into nanites, and modules that can be sold to upgrade merchants, which also give you nanites. You see where I'm going with this? Also, for each of the runs, I would receive 600 to 900 tainted metal. This can be refined with ratio of 1 to 2 nanites, which is insane. And after refining all the items into nanites, it worked out 3000 to 4000 plus minus nanites for each of the runs, which means I have to do this about 15 plus times. And it takes 15 minutes to fully loot and explore the derelict freighter. So yeah, the next 4 hours or 16 days, I was busy. I have an idea. How about you come join me on the painful journey for the last run? I'm sure it's gonna be fun. I do apologize in advance. Let's find the ship. Anytime. Finally. Here we go. Run number 17? I don't know anymore, I lost count. I'm not even gonna loot anything, I'm just gonna run through. Okay, I'm gonna loot. It says I'm open. Why does it have to be cold and dark, huh? Why can't it just be... Why can't it just be, you know, cold? Turn the heater on. Do this. Yes, lockdown, whatever, unlock it. Unlock it, dude. This box is actually so nice. I get 3 of each. Repair kit, support gels, iron battery, profit, and some resources. Here we go, loot. Loot. More loot. Yay, rare item find. Yay. This, yeah, let me read you for the 700th time. Yeah. Okay, I think this room is clear. Next, where's the robots? Oh, there's a laser thing. Robots, oh there you are. One down. Two down. That's it? No, there's more. Three. What? I missed all of those shots. What? Okay, take you out. Okay. Next. Next. Oh, I'm getting shot from somewhere. Ow. Bro, where are you? In the why? Anyway. I'm just gonna quickly loot up this room. Turn the heat. Never mind. More boxes. Rare item find. Okay. Access the terminal. Yeah, hurry up. Okay, next. Heater. Capsule. That's it here. Okay, next room. Let's go down. Why? Why, dude, huh? I wonder, do they hurt? Let's see. Do you hurt, brother? Oh, am I supposed to do something with you? Yeah, I'm not gonna experiment. Okay. Larva core, nice, more units. Any friends here? Show yourselves. Ah! Okay. Should be everyone. Loot everything. Not the chair. Yeah, sentence, alright, whatever. Tainted metal, yes! Give me more. I think there's one more bug. Oh, missed you, Captain. Something shooting at me? Why is it so loud, huh? Ah, something is shooting at me. Okay. Oh, more! Where did you come from, huh? Okay, now it should be clear. I think that's... Oh, the terminal, yeah. The terminal. Ah, well, he's got disease this time, okay. Yay, rare item find for the 700 time, yeah. Whatever. Why would they put a heater on top of the thing, huh? Down we go! 4 more rooms to go. I hate when they do this. Any friends here? No, just you. Heater on. Hostile. Recording ends. Lovely. Okay, let's loot this up. I missed a room. Oh, it's you guys. Hi. Bye. You know what? This is the worst part. The loot room. Where are you, huh? Where are you hiding? Oh. Alright, let's loot this up. If you hold E, you'll automatically open all the boxes, which is nice. Okay, I think that's this room done right. Yeah, I think I've done everything here. Let me just double check. And last room. Let's go. Any friends? Nope. Let's quickly loot this. And I think that's everything. Yeah, it's everything. Let's take the reward. Let's take the reward and hopefully I have enough. I'm not doing this anymore. Please be enough. Well, I'm glad that's over. Let's go. refine everything, and hopefully I don't have to ever come back to this. See you in a bit. Well, I'm glad that's over. Eventually, with all the runs complete and everything refined, I made it. 50k nanites. So the last thing I've done was upgrade my lovely ship into a S-Class. And that was the last thing I had time for in this 400 days. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you so much for support, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like always, let me know in the comments of what I should play next. Have a lovely day, evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!